Hello, all you hardcore boxing fans out there. How are you doing? It's Russ here from Pokey's Corner. Definitely some hardcore boxing, but you already know that, don't you? Because that's why you've tuned into my channel. We say the things that nobody else dare say in the sport of boxing. What they do, they whisper it to their mates in pubs. They don't say it on the Twitter, and they definitely don't say it on YouTube. All right? Thank you for all you people that are liking and subscribing and leaving a comment. Did you know that there's 34.6% of you, according to the analytics, who watch my channel and don't subscribe? You should be ashamed. So come on, show me a little bit of respect, because we're doing something a little bit different to everybody else who's out there hula hooping, because that's what they are. 97% hula hoopers. All right? Now today, I'm joined by Max from Scarborough, who I believe had his 5th fight, white collar, last night. How are you doing, Max?
Yeah, good.
How did it go last night?
Lost in points. A lot of people who travelled with me said, no way. It was a bit annoying because being a away fighter, if it's a 50-50 fight, and you're even a 60-40 in your favour, you don't get the decision. You got to knock the bastard out. And the lad, from travelling background, 6'6", or grazing 6'7", had a task in my hands, and definitely won the first round. Second round, the next two had sort of like faded, and so it's shame. But it's 2 years out, and it's just a tune up. Well, not just a tune up, but it was just I took the fight sort of short notice. Thought I need to get in there. So yeah, but no, look, listen, he's from a travelling background. He's always fought, and guy had a steel chin. So it was quite, it was difficult, but yeah.
So what's the plan now then? Are you going to be back in gym Monday?
Yeah, so Monday, me and Harry, we got our heads together this morning, had a quick breakfast. So, right, well, what happens now, and it's just, you learn, you get success from failure, don't you? So, you sort of get back on the train, and do the things that you didn't do, and get straight back on it. And, that's what we're going to do, maybe drop a bit more weight, be a bit more clinical in shots, a lot of technical stuff, how you work on me, and go from there, right? Basically, yeah.
Yeah. What were your weights yesterday?
So I was at 19.5. That lad was at 23.
6'6", 23 stone. That's about Shane Fury size, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I mean. And this lad can fight. He I made him answer questions every round, and I think because the arena was quite full of travellers, I think if I won every round clinically, I think I still wouldn't have won it. So because they were afraid of the kickoff because I was a away fighter. So it was a little bit like that. To be honest, the guy, he was better in a lot of rounds, last two especially. So, give it to him. Just need to work on more stuff. But, it's work in progress.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's not dented your appetite for the sport of boxing then?
No, no, definitely not. It's... I mean, even the greatest ones, they would have lost at amateur, I mean, look at someone like Alexander Usyk. He must have had losses, in the amateur. And this is why he's so good now. So you take examples from other people, and, you just think, you look at people like Savannah Marshall, who suffered from confidence issues before Pete Fury got hold of it. I mean? And look what they can be, It's just brushing up, and these small brush ups can be big brush ups in the ring. So yeah.
You're making it sound like brush strokes, mate.
It certainly wasn't last night. I had a war. I had a war. It might not look it, but we had a war in the end.
What
And
were
it's
it,
just
what were it like up close trying to manhandle a 23 stone man, 6 foot?
it's hard work. You know, you cannot. He tries leaning on you, wears you down. But the guy knew what he was doing. He's been on the cobbles. When someone's experienced like that, you know, and he's used to carrying that weight around. So it's when someone's used to carrying that weight around and know what they're doing, you know. And he's, to be honest with you, he was looser than me. He was less tense, that's a lot. That carries a lot in rounds because you waste a lot of pointless energy. I started having desperate shots in some rounds, trying to desperation shots.
Oh, you did?
So, yeah, in the end, yeah. You know.
Well, look, I take my hat off to you for doing it. That you need a lot of respect for doing it. That would have been ideal preparation for somebody like Big Shane. But do you think that you won 1 round or 2 last night?
Oh, definitely 2.
So technically, you can put it in your mindset that it was a draw then, yeah?
Yeah, I say so. A lot, when they say, "Oh, a unanimous decision," I'm like, no way. I mean, I was all over him first round. He just pipping at him, and he just didn't. He did, you know, and he was getting fucked off, so he had to play a different game and try to walk me down. And it's just the point is that it's a small ring. It's the smallest ring we're in. It's not the biggest ring. You know, it would suit me better if it was in a big ring because I could, you know, there's nowhere to go when you're 2 units that size. It's hard. So
yeah. Okay, where were the fight
at? Rayton Arena near Durham.
Oh, you were up Durham. I thought you were in York, so you were up Durham then last night. And
yeah.
All them travelling lads from up north then had been booing you then.
Yeah, it was when I come out. It was crickets.
Oh, what?
It was crickets. It was crickets when I came out. No one said anything apart from the 20 that came with me. So
yeah. Oh well. Well, look, well done on turning up for your battles, and I'm proud of you, mate. And I'm sure that your friends and family are proud of you, mate. So you're 3 and 2 now as a white collar, then, yeah?
Yeah. So,
but you tell yourself you're unbeaten.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
That's typical boxers. Right. Obviously, you've called Shane Fury out. How do you still feel about that fight now, Big Shane?
Look, you know, it's just a name at the end of the day. Mickey said it the other day. It's a name. I've said it all along. They've got everything to succeed, right, against me, myself and Mick. So you've got John, who's a pro boxer, so many bouts, right, so many fights. Mickey hasn't even had a white collar. He hasn't even had one, and that takes some bottle. And how big is the geezer? 5'8", 5'7", Mickey? You know what I mean? So John's got everything, a landslide for him to succeed with the people at his, you know, caliber, his hands. Same as Shane. So, you know, I don't get why they can't just say, look, yeah, we'll do this. Let's do this. You know, the thing is why can't we do it for, you know, the NHS and like, yeah, the proud people, travellers at the end of the day, they are proud people and they would do it. Like, I think half of them like help the NHS really deep down because they, you know, they're proud people.
What do you think about this lad from Manchester that sat in black Mercedes calling Mick out?
What was the name? Lynch? Lynch? Oh.
Dean Lynch Ward, I think, is it?
Yeah, I don't know what. Look, it's like calling your dad out, isn't it? It's like, you know, it's calling out someone older. Why isn't he calling people out in like, you know, his 30s, like people like myself? You know what I mean? I don't know if it's back in my mind. I think it's a ploy, maybe. Like he knows the Furies and think, oh, let's try to take a bit of heat off him and I'll get in the situation a little bit and exert himself a little bit. You know, I wouldn't mind meeting him up at Chris Medley's gym or something, and we'll have a spar. You know what I mean? We'll have a training session and a spar. See what he can handle.
Well, this Dean, he's supposed to be all right. He's had a I think he's fought at BKB or something. He's had some
Yeah,
fights.
yeah.
Supposed to be able to have a fight.
But I mean, but the thing is, Russ, is that like, what is it going to prove? You know what I mean? I mean, the thing is that
what him versus Mick?
Yeah. But what's it going to prove to like beat up or try to have a go at someone who's like best part of pushing for 60? Don't make sense, does it?
Mick's 58 in October, Mick.
Yeah, exactly. So someone's like pushing late 50s. You know what I mean? Why calling out people older, like 20 years older than you? I don't get it. Like, let's say there's. Sorry, go on.
Well, I don't know how old the kid is, but I don't think Mick's going to fight him anyway, because Mick only wants to fight John Dudley because John put the challenge out originally, didn't he? 14 months ago. For anybody over 50. Mick accepted and they agreed a date, and somewhere along the lines it got muddied. John said, I'll come up to Manchester tomorrow, but that wasn't the original plan, was it? So no. I don't know what's gone on, whether somewhere along the lines they decided they didn't want to do it, pandemic, blah, blah, blah. There's a load of excuses out there, coulda, woulda, shoulda. But the bottom line is they agreed a date, May the 28th, and John changed that agreement to come to Manchester tomorrow. That's where we're at. Since then, there's been a lot of mudslinging and things have happened and things behind the scenes, and a lot of people don't know. So I don't know why that lad's getting involved. He might be John's friend. He probably is, but John needs to come out and say, look, I don't want to fight. Let's move on, and then we can all move on, can't we?
They're just really quiet for what they do. Furies. I mean, I think back of his mind thinking, oh, what happens if I get beat? You know, do I put my youngest son's career on hold while I fight this lad? You know, I train 3 or 4 months for him, you know.
Yeah.
You know, so I think that's the back of his mind, you know. And if John doesn't do it, I'm not certainly fighting Shane, because what's the point? You know, it's not going to be a good cause for the NHS. And the way it's going, this could have made more money this time last year.
Yeah, it's. I don't think it's going to go. I don't think it's going to go away on Mick's part because of what was said and the outburst that John came out with. Blah de blah, and I don't think it's going to go away. I think Mick will see it to end, and he ain't bothered. Like if Mick fights, he fights. If he wins, he wins. Great. If he loses, he had a good, innit? And that's his mentality. But John, for saying everything that he said to go silent, I don't think that's good. But you know, that's John, innit? So he's obviously doing what he's doing. He's being quiet. So it's our job for John to get John to come out and say, look, I don't want to fight, or I will fight. That's all he's got to do, and then this is going to go away. But at the moment, it ain't going away. And if people don't like it, well, that's unlucky.
Yeah, Joe, you're going to get those people out there going to say, oh, going to get on the bandwagon, oh, Mick's bullying him, Mick's doing this. You're going to get people like that, idiots.
Bullying.
Yeah. Yeah.
What, John Fury's going to say Mick's bullying him? Is he going to play? Is he going to play?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, that's what people are going to say, isn't it? And it's going to be like, well, why? Because John said all these things about him when he put this challenge out, and I thought John, in some like of the text or context, he said it was sort of racist towards Mick, which I found a little bit unfoundling. If you look back on it, you know, opening up your kebab shop, you know, I find that a tiny bit racist.
Look, people can be offended over anything now, can't they? Maybe he didn't mean it as racist, and Mick doesn't own a kebab shop, but he does go to a place called A Taste of Cyprus in Essex.
It's a proper restaurant, though, isn't it? Though?
Yeah, but there's not many seats in it, but yeah, it is. And Mick doesn't own a kebab shop, so I don't think John meant that as a racist comment, but I don't know. But look, he needs to fight, don't he, or say he don't want to. I mean, all you got to do is say, look, I can't get up for a fight, so it's gone on that long, let's leave it, and that'd be good enough for me. But it ain't, has it? And Mick wants closure, and
he wants the end of the. Mick wants end of the script of saying yes or no. Okay, no closure because you know what, I've got these things going on. I don't want to fight you. Let's leave it like that. right? And that'd be good enough for me. I mean, it's like I've done my job now. I think that'd be good enough for him. But being silent is no good.
No, it's no good at all. But onwards and upwards. So, what's the plan for rest of the week for you, Max? Then, have you got anything lined up? You've got a gym up there in Scarborough. Do you want to give it a free plug?
So it's if we're going to look at Instagram, it's involvedfitness_Scarborough. My Instagram is Max A Jenkins. Have a look, have a visit. And what's the rest of the week? Get back in with Harry and go again.
Is that Harry Matthews, your trainer who fought Eubank? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Chris Eubank Jr. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereabouts in Scarborough is your gym, Max?
It's it's near the train station, 200 yards away.
So it's 200 yards from the train station, and it's called Involved Fitness. Yeah.
Yeah.
You might have a load of travellers coming down there now to put it on you. I'm sure you'll be all right, mate. You're big enough. Don't worry about it. Travellers are good people. They just like a fight, and then after, let's go for a pint with you. So don't read it into too much bad press that people give them. Good people. Right. That's about it then, really. Just wanted to touch down with you. I know you got beat last night, so I'm going to leave you to lick your wounds. And you've probably not been to sleep, have you, all night?
No, went out last night, but I mean, it was just the 20 that came up. I had to like show. Oh, I couldn't be asked. I don't know if you've ever been in a war, Russ, but last thing you want to do is go out. You just want to go to bed and just sleep.
Well, my advice to you, lad, is go get a sleeping tablet, don't you? Go get a cup of cocoa and go to bed. And then tomorrow's another day. Get Sunday out of the way. Get a big Sunday dinner, don't you? Like you could eat a big Sunday dinner.
Yeah.
And then on Monday, well, I could testify to that. And then on Monday, you go again, don't you? All right,
yeah.
we go again, and you look at what went wrong, how you can improve and move forward, because that's how winning's done. All right, lad?
Yeah.
Well, listen, you keep your chin up. Thanks for coming on channel. I've got you back in. Sorry, I'm going to back you. Sorry, and I know I've got your back in for what we're doing. And let's hope that Shane Fury comes to the table and says, "You know what, Max? I'll fight you, and I'll have a word with my dad, and I'll get him to fight me, because that's all we want."
No, it's for a good cause.
Yeah.
Good call.
Yeah. Okay, then. Well, listen, you take care. Peace out. Cheers, pal.
Cheers. Thanks a lot, Porky. Thank you, mate.
Bye. That was Maximus Jenkins from Scarborough. He's got a gym up there, Involved Fitness. It's 200 yards from Scarborough train station for all you people who keep emailing me. And Dean, you heard him, Dean Lynchwood, is it? You heard him. If you want to inspire you up here at Sheffield, if you want, we can arrange that. Get in touch, Dean. It's porkycorner@mail.com. And I'm sure you probably have a good spar on that. He's a nice enough kid, Max. All he wants to do is have a fight, just like you lads. He's not doing no wrong. He's a young lad in his 30s, early 30s. So, all right then. Well, it's 10 to 12 on a Saturday. My 6 hours are done now for today. 6 while 12 on a Saturday. I'm going to go and have some lunch now, I think. Probably another shake or a third of a cup of Heinz soup. All right. So peace out. Keep on trucking. Keep supporting boxing. Thank you for liking and subscribing and sharing the video. And leaving a nice comment, good or bad. I'll read them all. I'll get round to them all tomorrow morning, about 6 a.m. Okay. Peace out.